Welcome back to another vlog. This was my first time making homemade onion rings and they turned out okay. First, we're just going to cut the onion up into big slices. Okay, you guys, when I first found the recipe online for the onion rings, I didn't know that it was going to take a long time to make homemade onion rings. And I ended up buying 5 onions. Okay, you guys, these are all the ingredients I use. I use all-purpose flour. And when I cook, you guys, I don't measure. So I'm going to have to put the ingredients under the bio. So you got to be sure to look at the ingredients. I use cornstarch. Sea salt. Use whatever sea salt or whatever salt you want to use to, add a little flavor to your onion rings. Garlic powder. I just threw in the garlic powder because I feel like garlic powder goes on anything. Black pepper. Just a little bit of black pepper, not too much. Cayenne pepper. And water. You were supposed to use sparkling water, but I forgot to get the sparkling water, so you can substitute it with water, but I feel like it'll cook best with the sparkling water. And here I am just mixing everything together in the bowl with my whisk. And I had to add a little more water because it was kind of dry. And this is how the batter turned out. It turned out really good. But I end up having to make more after. So next you're going to put your breadcrumbs in the bowl. I had to pour a nice amount because I bought a lot of onions and I needed to cover all those onion rings. Okay, you guys, so now I'm dipping the onion rings in the batter with my tongs because it gets a little messy, and I didn't want to get all that batter on my hands. When I first started doing the onion rings, you guys, it started out pretty smooth. But as I got along to finishing them, I started having a hard time keeping the batter on the onion rings. So I would suggest you to get the sparkling water. I believe it's going to stick better with the sparkling water. You know, like I say, the recipe was very easy to make. It's just a process making the onion rings when you're just cooking it by yourself. You guys, I was just so over it at this point. Like, even though I just started, the onion rings wasn't turning out the way I wanted to turn out, but I kept going, and they were really good. So next, you're gonna get your oil, whatever type of oil you want to use. You know, put it in a pot and put it on medium, and make sure you turn your fans on. My children do not like when I fry food because they always say it burns their eyes. So that's why I didn't already have the oil cooking, because I didn't want it to be smoky inside the house. Here's how the onion rings turned out with me putting the batter on them. Like I say, this was my first time trying this recipe. I plan on trying it again, and hopefully it turns out better the next time. Okay, everyone, we reached the end of the vlog. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and turn on your post notifications.